Dope girls, yeah, it's a podcast. Two dope girls, yeah, we speaking all facts. Two dope girls, yeah, we got it, just relax. Two dope girls, hit like, subscribe that. Two dope girls, and we on it, never slack. Two dope girls, and we got each other back. Two dope girls, and we coming for the cash.
Two dope girls, and we all about a bag.
Dope girl, dope girl.
All right.
Dope girl.
We are in the content factory. Finally. I'm so excited. Hey, Gracie.
I'm excited too. I'm excited for you to be here.
I know. This is my first time here. I'm like a little,
You're a neophyte.
Yes. I am a freaking butterfly coming out of the cocoon. And is a cocoon or something?
A cocoon.
Cocoon.
Yeah. You got it right.
Coming out of the cocoon.
Welcome you guys back to Two Dope Girls. Like LaDonna said, this is episode 23.
Yes, episode 23. We are so thankful y'all came back to be entertained by us while we entertain each other.
Yes. How was your week? Or
it was good.
Week?
It was good. Yeah, it is half a week, right?
It is.
Yeah.
We're recording early
it was
for
good
you guys.
so far. I mean, ain't no telling what's gonna come up, but
ain't nothing about to come up.
I hope not,
No.
unless it's good. You know what I mean? But
Everything's
it's good so far. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
I don't know where I am. I don't know what day it is.
Yep. That's
know-
about it.
I know.
That's about it. Yep.
That's
I
how
had to
life
ask
has
Sean
been.
yesterday, like, what's the date?
Look,
Are we still in March?
Girl, my cousin had hit me up and she was like, well, I thought it was Sunday. And I was like, it's Wednesday. How do you think it's Sunday?
Yeah.
And she a hairdresser, so she should know it's
I don't know.
Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Because she off on Sundays.
Or maybe not. I don't know.
Oh, she might be hustling. You know what I'm saying? Getting that money. Chasing that money.
That shmoney.
Yes. Man, we got some great stuff coming up today.
Yes.
We got a
We got a whole special guest.
a whole dummy.
We got 1/3 of the dummy.
Oh, yes.
The
Oh,
handsome one.
yes.
Oh God.
The handsome one.
He always
Mr.
says that,
Todd.
y'all. He always says that.
Does everybody call you Todd? Or
Yeah.
does anybody call you by your first name?
When they mad at me. yeah.
Jeremiah.
Okay, so look.
Jeremiah.
Who she like 6'9" so crazy?
I'm glad you know his first name
6'9" so
because
crazy.
it took me years to even realize his first name was
Really?
Jeremiah. Yes.
Yeah.
I thought his name was Todd the whole time.
The whole time.
Because they
Because
always
it's two
call him-
first names.
No, they always call him Todd.
Yeah.
Since I met my husband, they always call him Todd.
But it'd be different if it was like Smith. Like they would call it, you would know it's a
Yeah.
last name,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Todd sounds like a first name.
he got
so,
their first name and last name.
Yeah, two
Get
first
what's going
names.
on.
Oh,
Yeah.
two first names, ass nigga.
Yeah. Hey. Got me out of a lot of stuff.
Okay, so
Got me out of a lot of
Whoa.
stuff.
I mean,
we are not going to incriminate him over here.
Right.
Okay, Todd. So let them know who you are, what you do, what you about.
Of course. Thank you for having me first and foremost. But
absolutely.
I'm Todd, 1/4 of the Dummies from the Dummies podcast.
You just that
I
nigga.
really just don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? Grandfather, father.
Todd, I can't believe you're
Grandfather?
a
Oh my
grandpappy.
Yeah, man, whole granddad.
dang.
Papa J. That's
Papa
Papa
J.
J.
Papa J, yeah.
How
Okay,
old is
so-
the baby?
Jaylee is, she should be going on 6 months.
Oh, she's
You're the youngest grandfather that I've ever met in my life.
No, not necessarily.
That I've ever met in my life.
Okay, all right. Hey.
I don't know any young grandpappys. You?
no. All the grandpappers I know got gray hair. You got gray hair?
Oh, yes, you see that. You see that.
Now,
you see the
granted,
grand coming
I
in.
made my mother a grandmother early.
I mean,
She was in her late 40s though.
well, yeah, that's
Todd
good.
ain't even 40 yet.
Yeah, I'm not.
Dang, Todd.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
You was getting it in early.
We'll see what happened was.
And then your
you know?
kid was getting in early.
Hey,
Well,
like father,
We're
like
going to
son.
stop this generational curse.
No, okay.
Yes.
He's pretty much doing what every 20-year-old would do.
He's pretty much doing what his dad did.
But you need
No,
to be
his
fucking
dad
with
did
some
it
corn.
before he turned 20.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Wait, how old were you when you had your son?
Shit, we always fucking.
16.
You were 16.
Yeah.
Okay, well I was a few weeks from my 18th birthday.
Yeah.
I had my baby.
So you did a little bit. What she's saying is she did a little bit better than you.
Yeah, she
was-
basically, you know, like, I'm better than you.
I
You know what I'm saying? You're a peon.
I graduated high school.
Right.
I made sure I was graduated from high
my
school.
God. That is hilarious. Yes, but we got Todd. We're so excited to have him.
Yeah, man.
He's going to be with us the entire time through a couple. We don't have a lot of hot topics, but a couple of hot topics.
Whole time.
As Q&A.
Yes.
And a girlfriend talk per usual.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
so
finna
Todd, we like to break our guest in with a little game.
Bring it.
Okay, so
That's what he say now.
Bring it.
we like to call this, since we've had you on, we've had Mustaki on, who is also a part of the Dummies, and we've had my husband Scoot, which I'll call Hootie, on as the Dummies.
Shout out my guys.
So we want to call this a little dummy trivia.
Let's do it.
Okay, so I listen to you guys on the Dummies podcast. You say you're not really good. You say you're not really good at math because
Oh shit. Here we go with this shit.
I think I can recall you saying that Can't Get Right did your math stuff. Okay, so I'm not going to give you math questions.
Wait,
Thank you. I'd appreciate that. I
did
really
your
appreciate
math
it.
things in college or high school?
High school,
High
girl.
school.
High
So
school.
wait, y'all all been like really cool since high school.
Me and
Except for
Joe,
Scoot.
yeah, because he's from New Orleans, of course. I honestly didn't meet Stock until I got here.
Oh, okay.
You know, being, athletes, they kind of know everybody around the city. You hear of these people, but you don't really just hang around them. But
Right.
it wasn't until I moved to Birmingham in 2003 that I met Mustaki, and then,
That's what's
it's just been
up.
my guy
That's
since
dope.
then.
That's dope.
Okay, so you guys call yourself the Dummies.
But I'm sorry, but Joe,
Joe.
yeah, me and him went to high school together.
Okay, cool.
So you guys call yourself the Dummies.
Mhm.
You claim to be like smart idiots.
Pretty much, it's a play on words. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to give you some basic trivia. Just some, I think it's everyday knowledge that people may or may not know. And we're going to see how much you know it. If you don't know, you're going to have to take a shot. Okay?
Let's get into it. Come on,
All
let's do
right,
it.
let's go. Okay, so the first question in my Dummies trivia is, what does BBB stand for? Now, wait. Not in the sex world.
I was just about to say,
Okay.
I never heard of BBW, right? BBC, I heard those. You know what I'm saying?
When I thought of this question, I really did not think about it in a sexual context. But now that I think about it, it could be in a sexual context. But taking the sexual context out of it, if you want to file a complaint and you want to send it to the BBB, what is
Better
that?
Business Bureau.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Good for you.
All right, you smart dummy.
That's to be determined. Okay. So in the Black culture, you got that one right. In the Black culture, we like to use acronyms.
Right. Oh, shit.
LaDonna sent me an acronym today that I was like, it blew me away. I didn't even know what it. You know how Sweetie said, "I know you fucking lying," and it's like IK. Okay, so tell me what DILLBBTF stands for, and to give you a clue, give him a clue, LaDonna.
One of the words in the phrase is boo.
Say it again. What's the acronym again?
It is DILLBBTF. So if you're not gonna play me,
Don't make me.
look like we already told him what it was.
I'm telling you, we gave you half of it.
So okay, so
Just drink, Con. Just drink.
Right.
pretty much
We gave him half of
Hey,
it.
okay, listen.
Look at him. He putting it up there.
yes.
What it say there?
Do I look like
Boo Boo the Fool?
Oh yeah. See.
Dan.
Hey, okay, so that's kind of cheating, man. That's not really just something everybody would know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew Better Business Bureau, but
But you.
But what you're saying is,
I guess I'm old.
What
I
you're
don't.
saying is, we need to take your black card.
Yeah,
No.
Oh, okay.
we need to suspend it for a little
Now
bit.
that's
for that.
to be determined.
That's
Okay.
to be determined.
What's
Okay.
next?
What are the five senses?
The five senses.
I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to answer. We're not gonna give you all day.
All right.
Ooh.
Sight,
Mm-hmm.
taste,
Mm-hmm.
touch,
Mm-hmm.
sound.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, it's on your face, nigga. What the fuck?
Did I say smell?
No!
You didn't, but that's right.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you have
You
it.
have it like this on your face.
Whew. You got me sweating in here, bro. I'm sorry.
You almost missed
Yeah.
it. You almost missed
I'm
it.
sorry.
That's hilarious.
I thought I said it. That's why
You
know
didn't
what
say
I'm saying?
smell.
I
Okay.
did, okay.
That's okay.
You did. The five senses are smell, sight, smell,
See,
sight,
you need to take a shot.
sound. I took too many. That's why. Taste and touch.
All right.
Okay, next question. How many makes up a baker's dozen?
Baker's dozen.
1?
Is it 12?
No, a dozen is 12, fool. Take the shot. A baker's dozen is 13.
That's stupid.
You know, I ain't gonna lie, I would have known that shit.
Really?
No.
When I go to the bakery, I always ask them if they can give me a baker's dozen. And they'll tell me no if they don't have enough inventory. Yes.
Only you would know that.
So a baker's
I'll
dozen
take a
is
shot with you
13.
because
A baker's dozen is 13.
I
It's
appreciate
always-
that, man. I really do. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
always one more extra.
That's cool.
Okay. So I saw you came in here. I don't know if you have it now because LaDonna's laptop is in the way. But no, it's not in the way. You had an IPA beer.
No, that was John. That was Joe's.
You drink IPA?
No.
So you're definitely gonna drink on this because you don't know. Keep going.
I'm gonna ask you if you want to drink, you could drink. If not, if not.
Hey,
What
we
does
having fun.
What does IPA stand for?
International Pussy Attack.
I like that. That's a great one. I like that one.
Because you want to attack the pussy once you have that beer.
I don't know. What does IPA stand for?
Look, that's the title.
International pussy.
So you don't know what IPA stands for?
I don't know what that means.
Okay, so it's India Pale Ale.
I was totally off.
I wonder if Can Get Right know that because
He probably does. He drinks the shit out of that.
He probably drinking it.
We'll
now.
ask him later. Okay, that was a good one. International Pussy Attack.
Yeah, that was
gosh. Okay, so what is Area 51 famous for?
Supposed aliens or some shit like that.
Okay, you got that.
Yeah.
Okay, smart
Well,
dummy.
Todd, you're not really a dummy after all. They talk shit about you, Todd.
Hey,
I
listen.
gotta get to know you personally now.
Usually, the quietest person in the room is always the smartest.
No, I don't know about that, but we'll let you go with that.
If that's how you gonna turn that.
Right.
All right.
Okay, so aliens, you got that right. Okay, so I know you weren't good in math, but how good were you in science?
Worse.
God. Okay. What does the H in H2O stand for?
Hydrogen shit. I don't know.
Oh my God. Can we get him the applause?
I know.
Okay, Todd. Good for you. Okay, what is the quote unquote capital of the United States of America?
The capital of the United States of
Of
America.
America?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Washington, D.C.?
Oh, Lord. I was about to say. Jesus.
I need to get more harder questions for you.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a good one. What's
That
the
was good.
capital of Honolulu? I mean, shit.
Honolulu.
I'm gonna tell you. The question was supposed to be
Oh, my God.
Hawaii.
the
Hawaii.
Okay, let me take a look at it.
That is hilarious.
You wouldn't have known that anyway.
That is.
I would have. That's probably like the only goddamn city I know in Hawaii. So I was just going to guess
Dallas.
that. Right.
Ain't Dallas the capital of Texas?
But she said Hawaii.
I know. I'm saying we know more capitals, though. You was about to say that's about the only capital. We know more
I was saying
capitals.
in Hawaii. That's not.
Is it Austin? Is it Austin? Dallas? I mean, there's let us know what's the capital of Texas.
I don't know. I know the capital of Alabama.
I think it's Arlington.
Arlington.
Arlington,
okay.
really?
Yeah.
Whew.
They got the most money there.
Sometimes it's the cities that are less known.
Like Alabama.
Yeah, because Baton Rouge is the capital of Louisiana.
Is it really?
That's terrible.
That's a known one.
That is terrible.
Okay, so you're a tall guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know basketball?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how much. What's the regulation height for a basketball hoop?
10 feet.
Look at you.
He said that with such confidence.
Yes. Look, I saw
Did you
that.
play basketball?
And coached it.
Oh,
okay,
damn,
sir.
I forgot you did coach. That's
I played too. Ooh.
Yeah.
give me the dumb.
Fairfield, right? You played at Fairfield?
Oh, I went further than Fairfield. Don't do me.
No, I'm just saying, like from no disrespect.
Yes, no, I'm just kidding. Yes, Fairfield.
Okay, so what about football? Do you know much about football?
I don't know, not a whole lot.
Okay, so what NFL quarterback has been in the most Super Bowls?
That would be
The
Tom
white
Brady.
guy.
Tom Brady?
Oh my God.
Tom Brady?
Tom Brady.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so
If
I'm
not-
really not trying to make you look like a dummy. I thought I was trying to make you look like a dummy, but
He's actually
maybe
kind
you're
of
not
smart.
really a dummy. Okay.
Yeah, we can dig it.
Okay. What does LGBTQ?
Oh, he
stand
ain't getting
for?
this shit.
LGBT. I always get it wrong. Lesbian, bi.
G. We got to go in order.
Oh, LG. Lesbian, gay, LGB, bi,
Mm-hmm.
T, trans.
Mm-hmm.
What's the last one?
Q.
Q. Oh,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Pussy attacker. Transgender.
No, it's a Q.
Queer.
You
Queer.
said trans. No,
I said transgender already.
no, exactly. Drink.
Okay.
Drink.
It's okay.
That is
So-
hilarious.
Sorry to our LGBT
No,
community.
yeah,
I
no
didn't know
It's
that.
disrespect.
either queer or questioning.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay. It's either queer or questioning.
They should just drop the Q,
I
man.
see.
They should
They
because
should just drop the
No,
Q.
but
Doesn't queer
they've
mean
added
all of
more
that?
alphabets actually.
Why?
Don't ask me why. Don't ask me what they
they're
are.
trying to catch up to
I don't
heterosexual.
No, heterosexual.
It's only
isn't
one
even a
thing
part
if you're
of it.
heterosexual, right?
I'm saying they're just trying to catch up to the amount of letters that's in heterosexual. I don't know.
I don't know either, but
Yeah, they should drop the Q, I think.
They should. They should drop a lot of them.
I mean, but
be
just
them.
be human.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So mixing blue and yellow creates what color?
Purple.
Green, I think.
Is that purple for real? Oh, I was about to say I don't know. Good job. I'll drink because I had it wrong.
Okay, you got it right. Yeah, I mean, you got it right. Okay, I have two. Wait, no, I have a few more questions. Okay, so what cartoon cat, not pussy, but what cartoon cat loves lasagna and hates Mondays?
Let me
4.
think. Garfield.
Oh, I hadn't heard of Garfield. I hadn't seen Garfield in for it.
Okay, Todd. I mean, I try to ask a few variations of questions, but Todd asked.
Yes.
He's actually doing good.
We just act stupid on the show.
You
That's
just
it.
asked.
I
I
just
got
asked
you.
you.
I got you.
It's all a facade, y'all.
Mm.
I
Okay.
got you. How many more you gonna do?
I got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Which item of clothing is usually worn by a Scotsman at a wedding?
Kilt.
I mean, goddamn.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna have
I
to
got
take
that
a little
right.
sip because you got that. I'm gonna take a little sip because you
Yeah.
got that right.
Swig it. Swig it.
Swig
Swig
it.
it.
I ain't about to
Swish it on.
Okay. Where is the Great Barrier Reef located? 4.
The Great Barrier Reef.
I know.
3.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah,
Hawaii.
No.
Take a sip.
The harder to Tahiti.
Have you have
I know.
Okay.
The harder to
Todd,
Tahiti.
Todd and LaDonna, both of you guys have kids.
Did he say the heart of Tahiti?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The harder to
guys-
Tahiti. That's on Moana.
Yes.
Okay, think a little further back
Oh my God.
from Dora. Let's keep swimming. Let's keep.
You know,
swimming.
Taylor never got into that. So I really, Jalen, he was,
Australia.
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The Great Barrier Reef is in
It's
Australia.
in Australia.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
That's cool.
Okay, well, okay.
Right on. They're pretty slick.
Which country gifted the United States the Statue of Liberty? 4.
You count quick, bro.
She did count quick. I ain't gonna-
France. I don't know shit.
It is France. Dad, you cannot be putting that shit
He didn't put that up there.
Yes,
He did not put that up there,
didn't
bro.
see it.
I didn't see it.
I saw it.
I swear, I didn't even
like-
look that way.
He was looking over here.
I didn't even look that way.
You got to do it afterward, Des. Okay, but France, you got it right. You got it right, France. Okay, this is the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. How many points are a touchdown worth?
6.
Okay, it was sort of kind of going to be tricky
Because you wanted me to say 7?
I did.
I knew it.
Okay.
I knew it.
Okay.
That was good. I like that.
That was good.
He's not a dummy after all, you guys.
You're not that big of a dummy.
Hey, man,
There
we
wasn't
try.
that many hard questions in there.
I mean, there was some stuff I've never really heard of.
Which one?
I can't even remember. Don't do that.
The reef shit, I've never heard of that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've
I don't
heard
know
of
if y'all
the
curse
reef.
on your stuff. My bad. It's just.
I've said like 18,000 cuss words
Yeah.
Said
thus
pussy.
far.
Hello.
She did.
I mean,
But they could have been talking about a cat.
we
It's
was.
a
We was.
A pussy is a pussy. All right, Todd. We're gonna get into. We're not even gonna do
topics.
Okay, we're gonna do hot topics right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do you want to talk about with the hot topics?
Girl, let's talk about first things first. I mean, the first thing when I get on Instagram this morning, I saw, oh no, we gotta give homage to Nipsey. It is
Homage. Yes.
2 years of his death today.
Shout out.
Yes.
Like if I could, I would get up and crip walk for you guys. I've done it before.
I don't want to disrespect him.
Yeah, I don't want to disrespect the set. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even try it.
No, but yeah, Nipsey was definitely a
legend.
definitely a legend,
Right.
and my heart goes out to his children and Lauren London.
Yeah.
She is literally holding him down. I couldn't imagine what she's going through, even 2 years later.
Yeah.
So it seems
2
like
years,
she's definitely
10 years,
still hurt.
20 years.
Oh, yeah.
However many years, I'm sure that she loves and misses him.
Oh,
dearly.
absolutely. Like you can really tell like that was her soulmate. Like I don't know how many soulmates you get in the world.
How many do you think you get?
I honestly think you get multiple soulmates just
One.
because.
I say one.
One.
Why do you think one?
I say one because I ain't doing marriage anymore.
Well, he's a man,
That's true.
and we're women.
We're like, you know,
I can
love is,
feel like you're my soulmate
Mhm.
because you're a girlfriend of mine,
Mhm.
and you can understand me
yeah,
in a different capacity than a man can understand me.
absolutely.
And then I feel like my husband can understand me in a different capacity than what you can understand me in.
But just say you and your husband was no longer together. Do you think you would meet another soulmate in a spouse? I don't think she would ever meet someone like
No, because he's a different kind of individual.
One.
Yeah, he's one of one.
That's what I'm saying.
And
One.
honestly, my husband,
One.
as special as he is,
Right.
he is one of one.
yeah.
Right.
And I would hope
So
that he
is
would
Sean,
feel
yeah.
that way about me. So
Yeah. Well, I know I'm one of them.
exactly.
And that's the way you're supposed to think.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like as arrogant as it may sound,
Yeah,
you be like,
well, it's not,
"Man,
but
that nigga
it's
ain't
not
me," you know what I'm
arrogant.
saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
honestly, I just feel like, yeah, one. Because say for instance, you may like busting bumps, you know what I'm saying? And he may have a bump, you know what I'm saying? Or may pluck a hair out somebody's face, you get the tweets and do like that's y'all thing.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
You know
Can
what
I
I'm
say
saying?
something right quick?
Yeah.
Okay, so when I met Scoop, I've never done this with anybody, but I used to ask him if I could lick his eyeballs.
I almost threw up in my mouth. Oh my god.
I'm learning a lot about you and Hootie here lately. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm learning a lot about you and Hootie.
Okay,
today,
so
man.
I used to be like, "Can I lick your eyeball?" And he would say yes. I hadn't done it in years because I don't know. I think it was just like a test to see if he would just let
Let you
me.
do it.
That's
Right.
so
Do
cute.
what-
Me and Sean have like a saying.
Yeah,
Like if he says like I say, I love you. He said, how much? And always say a whole heap. I mean, literally, since we were kids, we always say a whole heap. That's
and when we
our
were
thing.
dating, he would say something, and I would be like, word, and he would like, word.
Y'all so cute. Look at
See what I'm
y'all.
saying?
Yeah.
Like you can't like that stuff. You wouldn't
duplicate.
take that with nobody
I
else.
would not.
You see what I'm saying?
I
Because
would
you
not.
had that with somebody already.
Yeah.
So therefore, again,
You
I
might
say
be changing my
One.
thought process
One.
on this
Just one.
because I really thought it was a multiple. Like you can have multiple soulmates.
But that's not saying that you can't love again. Like
Yeah,
you know,
that's
that's
true.
that's
You just
totally
can't
different
love
from what we're
like-
saying as for like
You can
know,
love.
soulmate.
You guys can make your own traditions. You can
Right.
do whatever. But honestly, the things that we've shared, even asking him if I could lick his eyeball, and he would be like, "Yeah," like his
Right.
face was all askewed and like, I don't know why you want to do this.
but you got
But
it.
you got it.
He
Right.
Right.
He never ever questioned why I wanted to lick his eyeball,
Right.
and
That's so
I would just
cute.
lick his eyeball, and he would be okay with it.
Right.
So that's my soulmate. That's my
That's
soulmate.
cute.
That's my
Oh,
soulmate for
so
life.
cute. Oh my goodness.
But yes, I want to send my love and just
light.
light to Lauren London
Right.
because I don't know what it's like to miss a soulmate, a spouse, or whoever who's gone from you.
Yeah.
And that's a different type of hurt too.
It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
different
That's
type
a,
of
it's
Yeah.
not like they broke up and
Right.
they don't talk anymore. And
He's gone.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So long live Hustle the Great.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? I've been
Motivate-
bumping nips all day.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, so our next topic is Sweetie and Quavo little interaction in the elevator.
Okay, because I did have a question about this, and I was going to ask Todd about this
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
because I want to know, like, give me your honest opinion. Because I've looked on social media, and social media is not the Bible, it's not the end all be all,
Right.
but everybody has their opinion.
Mhm.
Some are legit, and some are just they just want to talk. But what do you feel when you see, or have you seen that video? And if you have, what do you feel about how he
Handled her.
handled her?
As a man with a daughter and a granddaughter,
Mm-hmm.
sisters, mother, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, no man should put their hands on a woman. You know what I'm saying? Let me just put that out there first and foremost. The whole situation, I think, is unfortunate because they have to live their life in the public eye.
Right.
We've all been their age before,
Mm-hmm.
and we've all actually been in that very situation.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They just have to, it's magnified because of who they are and their stature.
Right.
So I just think I've been seeing it, and I've been trying to stay away from it because I'm looking at it from a standpoint of, okay, yeah, I don't want my daughter or my sister or my mom's or anybody to ever go through that. I mean, I've seen my mom in domestic violence situations, but to see that and people have all these different opinions about it. And I'm thinking like, okay, when I was 20 something years old, I had a couple of scuffles, you know what I'm saying? And of course I don't hit women, but I protect myself. Like I'm holding your hand, like don't,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like
And
I've done that.
to
So
be clear, I don't think I've seen him hit her physically,
Mhm.
but he did sling her around.
Yeah. She's a little bitty thing.
And,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what I was saying. Like, I'm not condoning anything that he did. Like, I don't sign off on that shit. And that shit, that is wrong, period. I just hate that they can't go through this
Mhm.
and
Right.
deal with it internally. You know what I'm saying? Because,
In obscurity, because
Right.
TMC, they are a motherfucker.
They
because
would
Listen.
they
something.
find everybody elevator mishap, everybody whatever hidden camera mishaps. I'm just wondering what they're paying these people to give them.
oh, and that's the thing. It's all about a check. Because to
Yeah.
release that footage, you have to ask these news outlets or whoever you're going to release it to
Right.
for the bag.
Right.
So whoever has it's a bidding war at that point. Whoever has it first, they're king. So we're gonna spend X amount of dollars to get this footage because we want it out. Now we don't know if that shit was like the week before they broke up. It could have been like months prior. You see what I'm saying? All they know is now when it hits the internet, how people are going to react to it.
Right.
I just hate the fact that they can't be human for a second.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And it's so many mixed feelings when it comes to they feel like, okay, she was aggressive.
She swung at him.
You know.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
It does not matter.
As a man.
Mm-hmm. You have to control your emotions and your feelings. And like I said, I've been 25, 26 years old, just like that boy there, and been in situations just like he had. And even I've been in the wrong, which, kind of merited the aggressive behavior from the other person. You see what I'm saying? But I just didn't have to live that shit out
in the
where the world can see it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we were able to sit down and be like, hey, like, I know this shit got crazy. I did what I did. You know what I'm saying? Right. I apologize for, grabbing you because I didn't want you to hit me. But
because if she was doing that with a woman of the same stature, they probably could have went like from blow to blow, and it would have been a fair fight.
Right.
But honestly, I'm a little biased and sexist in a way that like men are innately a little stronger than women. Yeah. And there are some women that are stronger than some men. It's just whatever. But as a man, you know your strength.
Right.
And as a woman, you know yours too. And she swung at him, but it could have been in retaliation for something that he could have did before the cameras even started.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. It could have been, there was another elevator incident, and I'm not talking about Solange because she's trending and had absolutely nothing to do with this shit. But there was another incident.
But it was epic.
And you know what I'm saying? It could have went that way, but it didn't. But at the end of the day,
are you speaking on Bow Wow?
No.
Oh.
This here involved the NFL player, and I ain't gonna say his name.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's in the past, and you see what happened. Like they ended up working it out. They stayed together.
Right.
It was just because of who he was. It got magnified, and it ruined his career.
It did.
What he did was wrong as fuck
Right.
on all levels.
All levels.
Okay,
Yeah.
so leave me the fuck alone. I'm saying he's wrong for what he did, but what it cost him versus them still being together, because that's just like you going to your mom's and you saying, "Mom, me and this man ain't finna be together no more."
Right.
He did this, you know what I'm saying? But then 2 weeks later, y'all together, y'all happy, y'all smiling. Now you got to deal with y'all together, and you done told your mom why you ain't together.
Right.
Certain stuff should be dealt with in-house, because at the end of the day, you cannot help who you love.
And you can't take that back either.
You can't take it back.
You can't.
Once it's out there, it's out there.
So do you think the NFL player, that should have been handled in-house? Like that, like she should have never spoke outside of...
Hell no, he probably went to jail for what he did.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. I was just making sure.
We talking
Okay.
Hell no. What he did, he probably went to jail.
There's so many. Are we talking about that white boy?
No.
Which
the
one?
black guy. I can't think of his name right
Can we
now.
get-
I just wasn't going to say his name. Well, I'll tell you his name
Give
off
me the
air.
initials. First
Off air.
initial.
What's
I'll
his
give it to
name?
you
What's
off
his name, Des?
I'll tell you off air. He don't know who I'm talking about,
okay,
probably,
don't worry
but
about
I'll
it.
tell you
Okay,
off air.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Either way, I just think it's a sad situation. And I was telling Scoot on the way here, like TMC is a motherfucker because she didn't say anything
Right.
about the situation.
Right.
Still had
He didn't say anything about the situation. Right. That's between them two. And I'm sure we've all been through things in relationships that we just want to, you know what, we did some fucked up shit. We
Right.
should have never did that shit to each other, and let's just dead it.
And who's to say when that incident happened, they didn't go on GQ and do that whole couples questionnaire thing?
Right,
You see what I'm
right,
saying? Because
right,
they was
right,
on there
right.
before.
Yeah.
Right.
So that could have happened prior to. They
Mhm.
they had an opportunity because the public didn't see it to
Right.
work it out amongst themselves,
Right.
and then they move forward.
Because you have to give them the opportunity to think about the things and the actions that they've done, and then situate it between themselves and not like the public. They didn't bring anything to the public because everybody think that their couple goals and they're like the perfect couple because they present themselves in a certain way, and that's how they're supposed to present themselves. Ain't nobody
Yeah.
got to bring their bullshit out in the
Listen,
Nobody
man.
wants everybody
I
to be in
keep
there.
telling
bullshit.
people,
Right.
man. I tell anybody who would listen, man. There's no blueprint to
Oh
this
no,
shit.
hell no.
There's no blueprint to it.
No.
You can't help who you love.
Nope.
And when you in love with somebody, that removes all logic.
Mhm.
Right.
So that's just like saying somebody in a situation like that and the person continues to be, and they continue to stay.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
All logic is removed because they love that person.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
And you're gonna give them the grace that you would never give anybody else.
right. But again, because we're dealing with social media and everybody has an opinion on every fucking thing
They
and
want you to
everybody's an
react.
expert, they want, girl, you need to leave him.
Yeah.
How the fuck you gonna tell this lady to leave somebody she,
She ain't
loves?
got, she ain't,
But you
'cause
still
she
with
don't
your
have
abusive
nobody.
ass boyfriend.
She don't have nobody.
You see what I'm saying? So it's
She don't have. That's exactly why she got something to say because she
you
don't
ain't
have
had
nobody.
Right.
and then it's gonna be really hard to kind of like everybody that she gets going forward, she's gonna have to compare him to what she was getting with this guy. You know what I'm saying? This man a millionaire.
Right.
Like what average Joe gonna walk in and be able to do the shit that he was doing with her, to her. You know what I'm saying? Buying the shit that he was doing.
And see, that's another thing that social media kind of perpetuates is that you have to be with someone who's giving you these material
Mhm.
things,
Right.
and providing these superficial things,
Right.
and not the emotional things.
Right.
Right. All right. Next, we got today a Red Table Talk came out. Niecy Nash and her new bae, new wifey.
Her
Can
babe.
you be my wifey?
Mm.
Yes, I'll be. Literally, her
Right.
wifey. Okay. So they were on the Red Table, and Jada had a couple things to say. Honestly,
What'd
to
she
me,
say? Because I didn't see it.
listen, I really feel as if though Jada is a quiet.
Bisexual?
Yes.
Mm.
Yes,
Why?
I do.
I kinda
She
feel like
screams
too.
it.
Since Set It Off, I've kind of felt like she was a
Yeah,
bisexual.
and then she said on the Red Table Talk that, when she was in her 20s, she had a couple thoughts, about, fantasized a little bit about, women or being with the women,
Okay,
but
I'ma
she
stop you there.
never.
Let me stop you there. Do you think all women fantasize about
Yes.
Mm.
Yep.
this? Todd said,
Do go on. do
continue.
For real, guys.
I think so. I mean, I think some women are much more sexually free than other women.
Yeah.
So the ones that are more sexually free will, come out and say, sure, like,
they'll dip in the pussy pond.
yeah, they'll dip in the pussy pond.
Yeah.
But some women are like, oh my God, they'll clutch their pearls.
Oh, how dare you?
How dare you touch a pussy?
I mean, it's a pussy. You got a pussy?
Yeah, you
Go
got one.
on.
A vagina. I'm sorry, you guys. A vagina. A vagina.
I mean, it don't have to be a vagina. It could be
Yeah.
a pussy. I just learned to appreciate that word pussy.
Yeah. It's what we got, you know?
Was it Amber Rose?
No, but that's who? Who is Amber Rose? That's
Certified
that
slut?
is my one crush.
Oh, she is.
That
her-
is my one.
her
I
crush.
told Sean if I ever get Amber Rose,
Look, I say the certified slut.
he gonna
She's
have to
a
let me
slut.
have her. Like that's.
I don't
do
think he'd
whatever.
have any
Water on the
objections to
bridge.
it. I think he'll probably watch that one.
I don't know.
Would
know,
you
we'll see.
object to your wife wanting to be with a woman?
Me personally?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
Hmm.
I'll watch.
No,
Hmm.
even if you can't watch.
If I can't watch, then no, she can't do it.
Well, that's
Why?
selfish.
She coming back to you.
Right.
I know who I am as a person, and I'm comfortable with
You
it.
just
Like,
want
you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all ain't finna continue this relationship without me.
without
goddamn.
me.
You
All
want
right,
to
T.I.
participate in any way you can.
Yeah, if I
Even if
can't,
you can't
you know what I'm
touch.
saying? You're right, because
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that she's not gonna allow me to,
Right. Okay.
have that kind of,
So
I don't know.
sidebar. I know we were talking about Niecy Nash, and we're gonna
Yeah.
get back to it, the Red Table Talk. But how do y'all feel about T.I. and Tiny and that little situation?
Oh, I don't know. That's
Do
too
y'all
much.
think they like these accusations are real?
But see, I would say this because I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to say, hey, this didn't happen or it did happen because I wasn't
Because
there.
we don't know.
Right.
I
All
let
of
the
it's
story
alleged.
play out. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Just like the D. Watt situation, I just let that happen how it happens because I don't want to be the person to be like these victims are lying. You know
Right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
Right. Absolutely.
With Tip and Tiny,
They like to have fun.
hey,
However they can get it.
yeah.
That's why he's with her. I mean,
All right. So I
Right.
mean, what they do in their bedroom,
But
is
I just
cool,
don't
you know
see
what I'm saying?
where or why they would have to do some of the things that they are allegedly have done. I don't
Like
see
drug
why.
people
Yeah, I
or
don't
s-
see
yeah.
why they would have had to drug people. You know how many people, women or
Willingly.
willingly
Right.
will
Yeah.
go and do these things with them. Like I don't see why they would have had to do that. So I really don't believe it. But
Well, that non-disclosure
It's-
could have been signed,
it
and you know
could
they could have
have, man.
been
It
doing
could-
their thing.
yeah.
But
But you know, in our culture, not in our culture, but in the social media culture,
Right.
it's like, what can I get from this opportunity, or what can
Yeah.
I get from my experience
Right.
with you? So it's hard to kind of believe, and I want to believe women.
yeah.
But at the
course.
I don't
same
want
point,
to downplay that.
I want to I don't want to discredit them and being sexually free, how they want to be sexually free,
right,
and then other people taking advantage of that.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's kind of hard to kind of differentiate who is telling the truth and then who's being deceptive.
But
true.
that's the thing I hate about social media.
Yeah.
Like I've been saying for years, social media gives people who don't need a voice to be heard.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all opinionated, and what you see on social media isn't gospel.
It's a double-edged sword.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I can go on there and the most recent thing that I've seen, right? Somebody's talking about a suburban on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen that shit 56,000 times. And it's all like, so if somebody put it out there, everybody ran with it. Like, that's what it is.
Right.
Like, guys, nobody missed the phone call to get their Suburban. Okay? They are going to answer the phone. If they're gonna leave a message. Hey, you won the Suburban, come and get it.
Right.
You don't have to reply me on it. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like, no, you don't. This is bullshit.
Right,
Okay?
right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So I just hate that everybody has that opinion, and if one opinion captures the attention of others, that's it.
That's it.
It's the
And
it's
they
the Bible,
run
it's
with
gospel,
it.
and they run
Yeah,
with it.
and
So
they run with it. They don't have an opinion of their own.
Right.
They just see something.
nobody thinks for themselves anymore.
No, and that's why I don't like social media. I love it because it connects you with people. It
Facts.
connects you with people that you would have never connected with in real
Right.
life because
Right.
the outreach is different.
Right.
But it's what it puts out and the negativity and I don't like that part.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
And when it gets to the point where you know what I'm saying, you blaming, victims for, what I'm saying, whatever happened to them, and you start blaming the victim, like, I mean, come on, like
right,
that's
Yeah.
because
it's
that's,
fucking
and that's
crazy.
where the line gets blurred because it's like you don't know who's telling the truth
And you don't.
Right.
and you don't know who's telling a lie.
Right.
And it's like, are you really telling the truth or are you just doing this for what they say, quote unquote, clout?
But you know what's crazy? The rumor spreads far
my
faster
gosh.
than the truth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you
Absolutely.
haven't known that by now, if you haven't picked up on that,
then
whoever
it-
breaks the story first may not even have the complete story.
Oh,
Right.
absolutely.
And then the truth gets questioned and scrutinized
Right.
as if it's not even
it's
the
not
truth.
the truth, right?
So it's like, why would you even say it? Because you know it's going to get questioned.
Right. And it's
Yeah.
all coming from social media
Social media.
and council culture. So,
Oh, I hate y'all.
right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. They're still going to have their rendezvous. I
Yeah.
don't care what nobody said. They're
Right.
clearly not going to stop.
Right.
Whatever.
And then sex is so easy to get now.
I mean,
So it's not like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a hard thing, especially when
Right.
you got like money and stature. People do that just because of who you are.
just of who
Right.
you are.
You know what I'm
just who
saying?
you
So
are.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying again, leave me the fuck alone. I'm not saying these victims are lying.
Right,
Right.
right.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying,
that
you know what I'm
either.
saying? I'm letting the story play out before I render my
Right,
opinion
yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh, getting back to the red table talk. Okay, so Jada Pickett, her and her mother stated that they have never, they love being around women, but they have never connected romantically with a woman, nor wanted to connect or desired to connect romantically with a woman. But now, in the same breath, she pointed at Willow and she said, "But I think you will fall in love with the woman."
Who said that?
Jada.
Who said Yeah.
She said that about her child. Yeah,
I can see that.
I can see that too. But damn,
I don't think she
She's
would have
just
put her
fluid.
out there like that if she
Yeah.
didn't, if she wasn't comfortable with being out like that.
it's no secret that Willow has, dipped in the lady pund.
I never knew that.
Me neither.
Really?
Me
I never knew
neither.
that. I know she's like a free spirited person and all of that kind of stuff. but-
Who she dipped in the lady pond with?
We don't know who she dipped in the lady pond with, but she has definitely dipped in the lady pond. She is definitely what they call it, afluid,
Asexual?
that too.
I mean, she could be
This should have been the
bisexual.
question on your
Fluid,
game.
right.
I don't know that shit there.
She's definitely fluid, sexually fluid. Okay.
Yeah.
So again, Niecy Nash came on with her wife Jessica Betts, and Niecy Nash basically has been married to men twice. She's been married twice to both to men.
But I did see that Niecy Nash said that she never was attracted to women.
She before her wife now. She's never been. She said that she's never. She's never never looked at a woman romantically. She said when she's been in love with a man, she's been in love with that man. Like it's never been where she's been repressed for or in relationship, like she's had to repress her sexuality because she really likes women, but because of her family values, she decided to put that aside and just be with the man. No, she just, I wanted to be with the man that I was with, and I was in love with that man. But now I'm in love with the woman, and I married that woman.
And you talking about I can't be in the room, nigga.
Love
Knock all this shit over. Knock all this shit
God
over.
damn it.
I got to be in the room. You ain't finna goddamn leave me. What we doing? All us.
Let me see why you leave.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What we finna do?
What we
Fuck wrong with you?
What we all finna do.
I think it's cool. I think it's weird, but I think it's cool. I don't know how at Niecy's age that she just decided to fall in love, but it just truly shows that you're in love with who you want to be in love with, or who you fall in love with, and you just have to let people, do
And
them.
at this point, I don't care about your sexuality. I don't care about who you sleep with, as long as it's not bestiality. I just feel like as long as you're a good human being,
Yep.
you're
That's all that
an
matters.
ethical human being.
Right.
I don't feel I could care less about what you do in your bedroom, in your private life, because
That has nothing to do with me.
That has nothing to do with me. That's still a private situation. So
Right.
be a good human being. Love who you want to love. That's it.
This it.
This it.
That's
And
all.
you know what? And that's it for our hot topics today. We're about to get into this Q&A.
Okay, Todd.
Let's do it.
Oh, they do it.
Okay, so we had Mastaki on, of course. And
Shout
we
out my
had-
dog.
Yes. And we had Scoot on because we did a little Valentine's Day situation with them. So now we
Shout out my dog.
Why you gotta keep calling my husband a bum?
That's just what we do.
I love
That's
you.
my dog, though.
You're not a bum, honey.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think the Q&A is going to be like the male's perspective of just any scenario that we give you.
Okay.
Because we can give the female perspective,
Mhm.
but then it's always nice to get the male perspective because we want to know what you guys feel about certain situations.
Okay.
So we're just going to do a Q&A of inside the mind of a dummy,
Let's do
aka a man.
it. I like how you did that shit, bro. I like how you did
Just saying. Okay, so we're answer at your will.
Right.
If you don't want to answer, you can say you don't want to answer. I'm sure you're going to want to answer maybe all of the questions, maybe some, maybe not.
I'm on your show. I'm answering all your questions.
Okay, so LaDonna, you want to go first?
Go
and answer
ahead.
my
Go
question?
ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna just I'm gonna do a little kind of mild one.
Mhm.
Okay, say you're running late for work.
Right.
You run out the house, you grab your phone,
Mhm.
get to work. You realize you don't have your phone. You have your wife's phone.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
She has your phone.
Mm-hmm.
do you call her and say, "Hey, we got to meet up. Give me my phone"? Are you okay with having her phone for the entire day and her having your phone for the entire day?
Honestly, in my house, it'll probably be the other way around. I wouldn't give a shit.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't care. Like, I'm not attached to my phone like that. If I'm looking at my phone, yeah, I may scroll Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I'm rarely on Facebook. But especially if I'm at work, oh shit, I don't be studying that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But
okay, because I think it's like men and women, I don't know why in this social media age, because we just talked about social media, people don't want to see what the other is doing on their phone or who's DMing.
Oh, I'm not going in that shit.
So if you had her phone and you knew,
I'm not going in it.
So you would never go in her phone?
I would never go in her phone.
LaDonna, would you do it?
Hell yeah, she would. Let me answer for her. Yes. What's your husband name? Sean? Sean, don't ever fuck up and get the wrong phone, okay? Hear me out. She's going through your shit, Jack.
I didn't say a thing.
I answered for her.
Honestly, normally I wouldn't. I'm not I'm not that person.
You're not the snooper.
Nope, I'm not a snooper. I'm not going to be that person that's going to like show up at your job, spying on you. No, you know. Yeah. Now I may pop, like last week we talked about popping up. Mm-hmm. I'll pop up, but it's like daytime while everybody at work. Like, and I'm gonna bring like, you know, donuts and orange juice. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna have a reason to pop up.
LaDonna pop up. Goddamn, can he answer the phone? He answer. Let me pull up and see what he doing.
See what's going on. But I'm not gonna be intentionally like trying to find you. You know, doing something you're not supposed to be doing. Yeah, that's not me. Okay,
so in my case, since we work together, I'll be like, bruh, you took my phone. I'm about to come bring it to you. Because we work in the same environment, but I wouldn't care if he had my phone all day. Yeah. And I think vice versa. I wouldn't care.
Right. And that's the craziest thing because I think at the year that we're at, like we're finna be 10 whole years in. Like at this point, my nigga, like it's either what we doing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 10 years? Like if you go through it and you find some shit, like are you just finna say, hey, that's it. I don't want to do this no more. Mm-hmm. It's 10 years. You willing to throw 10 years away behind a text message or a DM slide in or some shit? Like it's stupid. Like we're at that age. Like, man, I'm knocking 40. I ain't got time for no unnecessary ass fighting. You know what I'm
saying? we both knocking on that door.
I'm telling you, like, how you finna do that shit, man? So it's like,
okay,
man, I got your phone. You got mine. How we finna do this?
With that being said, would you allow her access to your social media?
Mm-hmm.
You would?
Yeah, I don't have nothing to hide.
Okay. Yeah.
And honestly, she really has all access to my shit because I have the same password for everything. The same fucking password.
Do you think that's like a young person's thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my wife is older than I am, so she ain't with that shit either.
She really is. Oh,
right. I forget that. Like she like it's just like, fuck, I'm finna do this for her.
So does she know your passwords?
All of them hoes, cause it's the same for everything.
And you know, I don't know. Well,
hey, look, I don't want to be in your fight at home. Because you know what I'm saying? That's how we do it in our shit.
It's not even a fight because I knew his passwords, but he probably could have changed it, and I don't know. Mm-hmm. But it's really not that serious to me.
But honestly, though, it's by default because everything was like the Apple account. It was under my shit until I set hers up. Now she has her own. And I don't know her shit. I need to get her out. Thank you, Grace, for reminding me of that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I appreciate it. Thank you. So you can get in your group text and say, hey, he's going to ask for your password for your Apple shit. No, I'm just fucking off. But yeah, it was literally by default because everything was set up under my account. Like, you know, Hulu password. Hey, what's the Hulu password? The same as others.
But you know that's like a big deal for a lot of people. Like if Scoot didn't want to give me, I don't press it.
Right.
I remember one time when we were when we first got married, I was like, well, what's your password and stuff? And he was like, well, why you want it? I was like, because I want it. And he gave it to me, but he still asked me why I wanted it. And I was like, well, what if something happened to you and I need to get in your phone and I need to let somebody know, like, something happened to you? And he was
The phone
like,
dies with me.
no, that's not what he said. He was just like, the only people that really need to know
It's
are
and
you,
his mama.
my mom, and my friends.
Right.
And he was like, anybody else, I don't give a fuck about them.
Right.
So, and I was like, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, again, 10 years in, it's just like you got more pressing issues to worry about. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like, like if she asked for it, like, okay. I wouldn't even ask why, you know what I'm saying, at this point. Like, and then you have to be a dumbass to be really fucking off. She got all of your passwords.
Right.
You got to be stupid, goddamn.
Right.
Like, so, or just don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying?
But
You could
some men are
definitely
dumb
be like,
like
okay,
that.
you caught me. What happens now?
Right.
And
Now.
at that point, you just don't give a shit what happens anyway. And I've been there before, and I apologize, because that was a dick move. But at that point, you're just like, what? So what we doing? What happens now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, well then.
Yeah.
That was-
So if you guys are taking a road trip,
Mhm.
right? Damn, y'all are in a place where GPS is not working right now.
Mhm.
Your motherfucking ass is lost.
Right.
She is saying, "Hey, Todd, hey,
Mhm.
we've passed by this before. Do you listen to her, or do you?
I got this.
I got this.
Okay. Initially, hell no. You don't know what you're talking about. I done passed by this shit 50 times already.
Niggas.
No,
seen
I
this
ain't
shit
seen
before.
this shit before. No, you tripping.
That ain't the same McDonald's.
Right. Hell no, this ain't the same street we done been on. Nah. But initially, no. I ain't listening. Because,
Why?
okay.
Why?
Yes.
My wife, she really doesn't have a really keen sense of direction.
Me and your wife will get along because
You know what I'm
we'll
saying?
be lost
Like-
together
Amazing
laughing.
keen
I go somewhere once
direction.
and I remember how to get there forever.
Likewise.
You know what I'm saying?
I still
Dark,
put
in the daytime, it doesn't matter.
my GPS to go anywhere downtown.
Okay, so let me pause you right there. Before the days of GPS, there was MapQuest. You had to
Facts.
print out that shit.
Sure did.
And then you had to memorize that shit. So if I know I had to get off on I-65 South and hit 459 and then go 12 miles down,
Yeah.
I'm going to remember that
Okay, I'm
After the
not.
first time.
after the first time.
I'm not.
GPS has definitely...
Landmarks are
crippled
really,
me.
right.
Yes.
Really.
Yeah.
For real.
GPS definitely has crippled because I put anytime I'm downtown. I can be dead now on my way to work, or just say we at work, right? And I decide to go get a smoothie by Railroad Park. I'm gonna put my GPS.
Shit.
You gonna be... Hold up. You know where Railroad Park is in...
I've gone there a million times for my job. I still put my GPS on.
That's
I don't know.
crazy.
I don't know. That's why I said me and Mrs. Todd would be really good friends.
See, that's that first world shit. That's that first world
Like,
problem.
okay, I give you a prime example of what I'm talking about, Grace. Coming to y'all house. If you had $1 million waiting for her ass at y'all house, she would not be able to get there.
I'm so weak.
Daylight or
Or
nighttime.
night.
TT,
Real
that's
talk.
not me. That's your husband, girl. That's your husband.
But I love her to death.
You
That's
She,
my baby.
you got to play to your
That's
strengths.
baby.
You know what I'm saying? And that's she'll tell you that's not a strength of mine. So,
Hey, that's
I'm not dogging her out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
what you got.
Okay, so I'm gonna go a little darker, a little deeper. So I want to know this question, and I don't think I really asked a man this question. I don't even think I asked my husband this question. But when a woman cheats, why is it so hard for a man to accept the fact that she cheated and be so unforgiving? But if you guys cheated, you would want a woman to be like, get over it. I did it. I'm sorry. Let's move on. Why is it so hard for men to be so or to be forgiving, but you want women to be so forgiving? Y'all are unforgiving. You want us to be forgiving.
Okay. Honestly, and this is for me. Men are competitors by nature. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to, like, I know how I have my wife, and I know how I've had, past experiences
Are you
before.
talking about sexually? How you?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, sexually. So
Okay.
I don't want to we can't have that visual in our minds of knowing that, this man had my old lady like this, or you know what I'm saying?
So you don't think we think the same?
Hey, I'm just giving you my answer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't know. It just depends on the individual. You know what I'm saying? Because me personally, I really just can't. I don't know.
So you don't want to envision your wife.
I don't want to
being
envision
bent
my
over
wife.
and saying, oh, but we should envision you being like, yeah, turn that ass over, yeah,
I didn't say
lift
that
that
either.
leg up, yeah, pull that back, yeah.
I don't know what porn you've been watching.
I'm speaking my real life porn shit.
Who did you say that kind of shit?
Yeah.
You need to come to my camp, talk to shit camp or something. Move your motherfucking leg. You got to talk rough.
I mean, he says the same, but I'm just saying, I'm being mild.
Don't you move that. Leave it right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
Don't fucking move it.
No, we ain't talking
Okay,
about
who
right
the-
there. Okay, so
No, I'm just playing.
no, but
no.
seriously, like,
Okay.
but is it more of you guys can't, like, I don't understand, like, why can you forgive yourself from being a cheater?
But honestly, though, Grace, I promise you, there are guys that has done it.
Mm-hmm.
They exist.
Yeah, they do.
You know what I'm saying? I think you have to reach a certain maturity level to, you know what I'm saying, look past what happened. Because, again, love takes away all logic.
It does.
Logically, if your wife cheats on you or your significant other cheats on you, you like, man, fuck that. She a whore. I'm done. I don't want to do that shit.
That's trash, though.
But again, if you are an elder gentleman or a mature gentleman,
Okay.
you can look at it from a standpoint of, okay, we've been having problems. She's been asking me for certain things for a certain amount of time, and I haven't been, doing those things. So you can look at it from a standpoint of, hey, I've done certain things that, that she may not even know about. So I can easily be like, okay, well, if she knew about this shit, then it'd be like, you know what I'm saying? So that guy could potentially forgive his mate for that.
So at this age that you're at, because, you are a
Season, let's just say season.
you're seasoned.
Let's say season.
You've reached a level of
Refined.
of maturation that you were never at before.
Right.
So this is just hypothetical.
Mm-hmm.
If your wife comes to you and say, "Hey, I've had this indiscretion,"
Mm-hmm.
would you be open to receiving her saying, "I had this indiscretion because of you didn't do X, Y, Z, and I've been telling you you have not been doing this for me."
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, it's a give and take, right?
It is.
So if your wife is coming to you and telling you that she's wanting things sexually that you're not providing for her, and you're not providing it for her, but you're not even paying attention to it, and you're not giving it to her. And if she does come to you and say, "Hey, I did this and I'm sorry, but you've not been giving it to me," are you more receptive at this age that you're at now and saying, "Okay, well, let's work this out"?
No. I'm just gonna be honest because I mean, sex is like we just said it. Sex is so easy to get, like
it's easy
you know
to
what I'm
come
saying.
by.
Like
Mhm.
I could, like that shit. Like that's something you just wanted to do. You know what I'm saying?
But you're not doing it. I come to you as your
Okay,
wife.
but okay, let's go. Let's turn this around again.
Okay.
Because first and foremost, in that area, I don't give a fuck how arrogant this may sound.
Mhm.
We ain't gonna have that issue. I have no problem with doing whatever sexually. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Except I do have some exclusions. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But in that room, like we not playing around.
I can imagine
We ain't
what
playing.
exclusions
Right,
are,
we ain't playing around the tainted area. No shit like that. But
Well, what if that's what I like?
hey, well, then you deserve to go and do what you want to do because I'm not into that.
So
You
you'll
should
let
be
me-
okay with me going out and doing what I want to do if that's the
No,
case.
If I'm open and willing to do anything and everything that you want to do sexually,
Mhm.
and you're not open to doing anything and everything that I want to do sexually,
Mhm.
how is that fair?
It's totally preference. I mean, it's not about
I-
fair
I'm
or
asking
unfair.
About preference.
It's not about fair.
democracy.
Right.
It's not.
No.
Like,
So
you
you're
just
saying
said-
you're basically taking away
you
my
just
voice
said
in
you
this.
just
Is what
said
you're saying?
Open to doing whatever she wants to do. You just said that.
I just said with certain exclusions, yes.
What are the exclusions?
You can't play around my tainted area, and I'm not going to play around
Why?
yours. That's
It's
just
you and your wife.
I don't give a damn if it's you know what I'm saying. I don't care who it is.
Ooh, Todd, let me play with his booty hole.
That ain't gonna ever happen. She ain't gonna ever be able to tell you, Todd, let me play with his asshole.
She would never say that because she would keep that in a
Well,
discretion.
even if it doesn't matter because she's not gonna play around in there. I'm
Because
not
you don't
gonna
feel
allow
comfortable
it.
with it.
That's just a
but
preference
that's
of
something that
mine.
she
No,
really wants to do. So you would never allow her to
Never.
put it in your booty hole.
never.
Just put a finger in
So
it.
Never,
just
Grace.
Say,
That's not
just
gonna
say-
happen.
Just say you weren't married
Mhm.
and you got with the girl.
Mhm.
Y'all have a great time in the bedroom.
Mhm.
This one day,
She just decided to stick a finger up your butt.
Hey, listen.
and hold up.
Okay.
She did it, and you liked it.
Yeah.
What do you do at that point?
See, that's the thing. When I feel it getting too close to that area, you know what I'm saying? You have to know the areas that raises that red flag. The area is wait, hold on. Your hands on my ass. Why are your hands there?
I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying?
she's not gonna be caressing your
You know what I'm
ass
saying?
first.
Like,
Right.
no, you're not supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Why is she not supposed to be there? That's how she innately feels to gravitate her hands towards your ass. And if a finger slips in there, it's between you two.
That ain't no accident, Grace.
That's
You know what I'm
not
saying?
an
That's not an accident.
That's not an
It's just
accident.
not a fucking accident.
So we get it. We get it. Todd is not into
Ass
the
play.
ass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you play around my
Ask him
ass.
that question that I want to know.
Okay, so I'm gonna get off of that because LaDonna did want me to ask you a question that.
Mhm.
Okay, so what's worse? An emotional affair or a physical one?
Emotional.
Tell me why.
And that's that was a great ass question.
was a
That's
great ass question. Do
segue
you
for real.
understand?
Like that shit was on
Like-
point. Like with an emotional affair,
Okay.
and that's the shit that I was alluding to earlier.
Okay.
That's feelings. Once they're gone, they're gone. You know what I'm saying?
How does it get there?
Time.
Time. Another individual.
Meeting needs that
Meeting
the
certain
other one
needs.
I want
is
to touch
not.
your ass and you don't want to let me touch it?
Hey, if that's what you feel in your whole heart of hearts, that you want to play with a nigga ass, you know what I'm saying? And that's gonna make you love this man. Hey,
Yeah.
I thought we had some here. You know what I'm saying? We had kids.
So
you know
why
what
do
I'm saying?
why do you feel that emotionally cheating is worse than physical cheating?
Because that if you're in love with somebody, you're in love with that person. Like you can't turn back. You can't. Ain't no going back from that shit.
Ain't
Because
no,
now
you know what I'm
you're,
saying?
you're
Like,
and
Those are feelings that can't be replaced. You know what I'm saying? Like
Entanglement.
you can't. Right.
Mhm.
So that's far different from just the physical act. Because I'm gonna be honest, guys are physical. You should know this. You know what I'm saying? Guys are physical sight creatures. Like they see some shit. That shit look good. I want some of that.
Hunt,
Let
gather,
me,
kill.
that's it. You know what I'm saying? We had no feelings involved in that shit. It's
Right.
all about the get in, get out, get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying?
I think because we're emotional creatures that we feel like if you do have an indiscretion, there is some emotion connected to it.
And I think that's why women are more forgiving than guys are, because guys understand that when a woman cheats, it's more than just the physical act. Because although you may think Michael B. Jordan is cute or whatever, you ain't in love with him. It's all sight. You see what I'm saying? You actually
So what you're
in the
saying
point
is
where
a woman can never go there without emotions.
most times that's
I
the case.
think so.
If
I
she's
think so.
in a situation, like if she's in a marriage or if she's dating somebody, even she has somebody that she loves already.
Mhm.
So her seeing an attractive guy is just gonna be like, hey, what's up? I got this thing here. I want you to, you know what I'm saying, have it. That ain't how women operate.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's easier for a guy to be like, damn, she went to the gym and did all ass today. She got a fat ass. You know what I'm saying?
Not all ass.
She did ass exercises today.
Oh, that's it.
She didn't do arms or curls.
squat.
No, she didn't do
All ass.
chest. She did ass today at the gym.
It's
She got a
squat.
fat ass.
Yeah.
I like that.
I want some.
I want to bend her over. That's what it is. And then no emotion is tied to that. It's all sight.
So what if it's flipped?
What you mean?
What if the man is emotionally attached?
That comes over time. And that
I think
comes
so.
with
I-
and guys
yeah.
being who they are, like
We fuck
put
'cause
me
we
in this
wanna nut.
situation, right? Because I'm not a talker at all. You know what I'm saying? Especially about my business at my house.
Right.
Guys that go outside of the house and they, talk about what's going on in their house opens the door for that person to actually listen and tap into whatever he's telling her that's not going on in his house. And a woman who likes a guy, she's gonna do it. If I come to you and I say, hey man, this nigga ain't giving me no ass at home. This nigga just all she want to do is, you know what I'm saying, watch TV. She don't dress up for me.
Yeah.
I'm giving you all of the
All the
tools you
playbook.
need.
You give me the
And she
playbook.
gonna
to
go
know,
ahead, play dress
especially if
up.
you like me,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? All
Yeah.
you gonna do is like, I'm gonna put on this for this nigga here.
Because that's the naivete about men. Because y'all are stupid enough to give a woman that ammo.
Some are.
Some
Again, I
are.
just told you, I ain't talking to you about nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't because I don't want to open the door to that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just not gonna happen at this. He's single or married or anything.
Yeah.
I'm just not finna lie to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like you lie once, you gotta lie again.
You gotta keep
You gotta
perpetuating
keep
that lie.
putting, you gotta keep covering that lie. So
Yeah.
why do it? So
Sound good.
hey, this truth gonna hurt. What I'm about to tell you. What we
Okay.
doing? You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
What we gonna do
What we-
about it? You know what I
What's
mean?
next?
Right.
Okay.
Are we gonna try to work through this? Like, I apologize. You know.
So
what I'm saying?
if your wife was emotionally connected to someone and she gave all her feelings and all of her deep emotional thoughts to someone, that would hurt you more than her giving her physical body to someone.
Far worse,
Okay.
because I love my wife.
Yeah.
We have a family.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, that family is no more because your feelings are with somebody else.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you re-like somebody? I've never went back to an ex.
Yeah.
Ever.
I mean, you don't go back.
Right.
Yeah.
So how the fuck do I expect my wife to come back to me because we were once married? Like, this nigga is doing everything. This nigga is lighting rainbows for her.
Because now
You see what I'm saying?
saying?
You feel me?
Lighting rainbows.
Now, this nigga is lighting rainbows for her. He's
Yeah.
tapping into everything that she needed.
Yeah.
Somehow they fell in love.
So now she's torn between the two.
Oh, she ain't gonna be torn between the two.
Because you out.
That's it.
Yeah.
Again, like, and some might be like, he don't have any fight in him or anything like that. That's just the
It's
end
the
of it.
male ego.
It's not even the male ego.
I think it's the male ego.
Bro, I promise you, bro.
That's
So
Again, I just
is the
told
woman,
you.
Is the woman wrong for if the roles were reversed and you had the emotional relationship with another woman,
Mhm.
is the woman wrong for staying, or you think she should leave?
More than likely, she would leave anyway because she know I'm in love with somebody else.
And I think a man is always going to have that connection with another woman if he's because men are not really that emotional.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's the whole
Most
key
men.
into.
Most men.
Listen,
So
I'm telling you. It. Do you know how? Okay, take your
Dad
husband
said
for
nigga
instance.
poetic.
Take your husband. This nigga's favorite line is "fuck that shit." Do you honestly think a nigga like that boy there finna say?
Dick boy there.
Do you honestly think he finna open up to anybody and have that? Listen,
No.
and okay,
That's one thing I never, ever, ever, ever have to worry about or have ever had to worry about with him is him being emotionally connected to someone else.
right.
Or
See,
playing with his ass.
Hootie, we gonna be on the same team one day, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna just give a little quick story time because
Hey, if does it involve you and Hootie's
it
ass?
does.
I know, right?
I don't want to know Hootie like that, okay?
Say your piece.
No, not like that. But I remember when I first moved down here, and we were on the sofa, and we were just laying down. And I'm touchy feely. I'm
Nothing wrong with that.
yes. So I'm rubbing him, and I'm rubbing him. I rubbed the lower part of his leg. This nigga kicked me like he was a horse. That boy reflexes was like,
That's
"Bitch."
my dog.
And he hit me in my head. And I'm
That's
like,
my
"Bruh,
dog."
Like, it is not that serious. He was like, I don't like nobody touching the lower part of my body.
Don't touch my penny,
When we
man.
go to get massages,
Don't touch my
he
penny.
tells people don't touch the lower part of his body. Like,
Right.
he doesn't like that.
Right.
So I had to understand that about him.
Now, I will say, if I'm cooking or something, the girl will come up, she'll slap me on the ass,
And I
something
love
like
doing
that, and
that,
that's
yeah.
fine. Like, I look at her like, all right now, you know what I'm saying?
All right now,
you know what I'm
but
saying?
you gonna start something
You gonna
around
get
here.
yourself in some trouble,
That's
you know?
one.
That's
gonna
one
have 9
thing,
months
but
of
you
some shit in a
walking
minute.
up behind me and you grab me on my ass like I grab you. Nah, I grab like
Yeah.
Right.
squeeze, wring it out. You know what I'm saying? Like I do that.
Right.
but- You know what I'm saying? Like it's a method to it. You know what I'm saying? You hug, you gotta grab 2 hands, cuff,
Right.
squeeze. You know what I'm
Squeeze,
saying?
pull it to
You
you.
know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like she come in, she tap me and I'm
Yeah.
cooking or something. That's okay. But
And
you
even-
ain't just finna just walk up on me
Right.
and just grab my shit.
And
You know
even
what I'm
8
saying?
years later, I'm still careful about his lower region.
Because you don't want to get donkey kicked.
I don't want to get no kicked because that really shocked the fuck out of me. Because I'm like, bruh, what? Like, it's
My
your
boy ain't
leg.
playing that
What's
shit.
wrong
all right?
with you?
Right.
So okay, I get it. Okay, so you're more of an emotional person, and you would rather.
I'm a counselor. My wife is a counselor.
Oh,
So
Wait, it's y'all.
Are you
your
petty?
wife
You
is
petty,
a counselor?
Huh?
Your wife is a counselor as
Yeah.
well? Wow. Oh, wow.
yeah.
How does that work? Well,
Honestly,
because y'all been together
bal-
for 10 years.
it balances itself out.
My husband's a
Because
cancer.
she is more of a, panicker. I'm chill, laid back. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Don't care nothing about much. Don't too much move me for real. But
Mm-hmm.
when I get at that point where I'm pissed off, it takes a while.
It's to bring you back down.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, I live with a counselor, so I know. But
Okay.
I'm a Gemini, so I'm just like,
Yeah, y'all niggas retarded. I'm sorry. It's just what it is.
I mean,
Them and Scorpios. are the
he's a
sorry,
Scorpio.
Hoop, but you see what I'm talking about?
Honestly, Scoot is not the typical Scorpio.
He's not. He's
He's
not.
not the typical Scorpio.
He's not.
He's not.
why
toxic.
you say that? Okay.
He's not.
He's not toxic.
He's not toxic.
I told y'all niggas that.
So y'all think he's toxic?
Huh?
Look, both you on the side. Look, both y'all. Okay, hold up. What are y'all telling me that I don't know? Okay, because both y'all knew him way before I did.
Ooh.
Wait.
That
So
last
what
line.
is? Okay.
That last line, yes.
Okay.
You know
so
who
wait,
you
hold
married,
on.
man. Who is very fucking difficult to goddamn get to.
Scoot is the most difficult motherfucker that I've ever been with. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you.
That doesn't mean he's a bad person.
That
I'm just
does not
saying
mean he's a bad person.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you something that he may not have even heard at this point. But when we first got married, I told my mom. I called my mom. I was like, I don't know if this for me. And she was like, no take backs, no give backs. You're gonna stay there and you're gonna figure that out. And
Right.
I was just like, okay, because she knows how I am.
Right.
If nothing goes my way, then I'm ready to give up.
Right.
And he is the most difficult and most challenging person that
Right.
I have ever been with.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in that same sentence, you wouldn't dare do that shit with nobody else.
I wouldn't.
See what I'm saying?
Only
So that's that
because-
one soulmate. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
You see how I brought that back to you?
Full circle.
Yeah, full circle. Because
And that's brought to you by Todd from
From the dummies.
the fucking dummies podcast.
These
Understand?
fucking dummies.
because I know who I am and I know what I would tolerate and
Right.
I know that what he brings is nothing intolerable,
Right.
but sometimes it's something that I just don't want to tolerate.
Right.
I came from like Warren is a Scorpio. My son is a Scorpio. So
Shout
but
out my little dog.
But I kind of quote unquote trained him to be a certain way.
Mhm.
I trained him to be like an empathetic, sympathetic, emotional being, atypical of a Scorpio.
Right.
That
Yeah.
is not what he is.
See, and now, let me give you the rundown of,
Blame his mama.
who,
Yes. I
because
love
I'm
her
pretty
too.
sure you
Love my
haven't
mother-in-law.
clarified this for my dog, and I'm gonna lay it out for him. Although he is a complex individual to deal with, I just
Very.
put it that way.
All right, T.I.
He is a puzzle.
My boy, it's not even like you have to prove him wrong. See, others like myself, maybe even Stock, you'll be like, okay, I see where you're wrong at.
Yeah.
Damn, I heard that shit. I heard it.
That's why y'all have that hootie logic.
That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, that's why y'all have that hootie logic. But honestly, I think him being the way that he is, it really does make it gives me pay. It teaches me something.
It teaches you how to be like, fuck that shit, basically.
It really
Because I'm
teaches me
telling
how
you,
to be fuck
there's
that
no
shit.
change in the boy mind when he has made his mind up that he is right.
Oh my God.
Listen, when you listen, I'm telling you, me, stop.
My
We,
God.
if you prove us, like if you show us where we're wrong
You
at,
be like,
we'll be like,
"Oh, yeah,
okay, I get it. That man now,
Yeah, that's
it is
that's why I call my mama.
non-existent.
That's why I call my mama. I
You
say,
really
"Mom,
have to just be like,
I
okay,
can't
you
do
got
this.
it.
I want you to
This
I
ain't
want-
this ain't what I
And that
signed
ain't
up
me
for.
dogging my dog out.
I wanted somebody to be like, yes, baby. Whatever you want, baby.
And that ain't gonna happen.
That ain't
You ain't gonna get to come into America, hop on one leg,
Nah.
type nigga. Now
Yeah,
that ain't my
I didn't
dog.
want that
My
too.
dog is
Yeah.
gonna tell you wrong, and let me show you how you wrong,
Look,
even though
you
I'm
say
right.
Coming to America, look, you say coming to America, and sometimes when he's wrong, not sometimes, but when he's wrong, and I just let it be, I say,
Oh, my dog is never
I
wrong.
say, whatever you like. That's what I say. Whatever you like, and I just let it go.
So you're the problem, basically.
Nah,
Because
I'm the
there's no
problem.
way that we can persuade him
No,
otherwise on nothing.
Blame Annette Smith Patterson. That's his mother. Blame her.
You gonna let
That's
talk
the
about your mama real?
Yep.
That's so funny.
You got for him, I'll get off of this.
Listen, no, do you have any more?
I do. Okay, so okay, this is another one I want to ask you about, Todd. Let's say outside of this friend group, your wife has a friend of the opposite sex.
Mhm.
He's very attractive.
Mm-hmm.
You have no relationship to him.
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay with them being friends? Don't listen to this one on the sideline.
Okay.
Okay.
Because she has a male friend that she's been friend with for forever at this point,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a problem with it. I never had a problem with it. She told me about him initially when we first started dating,
Mm-hmm.
so therefore it's never been a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, if he's attractive or not to
New
other
friends.
female
What
because
about new friends?
no new friends. You ever heard the Drake song?
No new friends. No
I
new
can play that
friends. No,
motherfucker
no,
for
no.
you if you want me to. You know what I'm saying? But
Let's be realistic because honestly, LaDonna and I are new friends.
right.
And if she were friends with Scoop before, I would be like, well, what's our relationship?
Mhm.
Because I know she's an attractive woman.
Right.
He has friends before me, and we discussed this before. Like, who are your friends? Who are your opposite sex friends? Because I need to know this.
And you know what? I'm pretty sure when you asked that question, that was somebody that he totally forgot about that he was friend with, that he didn't tell you about. And once he spoke to him before, you'd be like, well, who the fuck is that?
Probably not know.
Okay.
Well, see, my situation is different because me and Sean started out so early. So, of course, as I grew or as he, you know,
develop
got older, you develop relationships, whether they're college relationships, whether they are
Strictly platonic.
co-worker relationships. You know, they can be strictly platonic. Most times they're not. Sometimes they are.
He's developed platonic relationships.
Yeah.
That
Do you have platonic relationships?
he does have platonic.
That man got associates. You understand?
You understand me?
Co-workers.
Okay, so you have to know him. He don't make friends.
Right.
So
You know what I'm saying about?
Come on the
he does
mic.
not
Come on the
make
mic.
friends.
Part of the question was,
Come on the mic so they can hear you.
Yeah.
part of the question was, do they look good? The answer is no.
Okay,
See?
So none of his platonic relationships to him look good.
So you're leaving
They're not
out.
attracted to him.
That's me to her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Dad say they all fucking ugly.
Listen. To answer your question.
Okay, so if she developed a relationship, a platonic relationship with a male that let's say he looked like Drake.
Mhm.
And she's like, hey, I got this guy friend and he's so cool and he wants to hang out with us and I just blah, 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 blah. Are you receptive to that?
Especially if she tries to bring you along.
Yeah.
That don't mean nothing?
It really don't.
Wow.
Because first and foremost, you got to understand me as a person, man. I can't say this enough. I am a fucking stud myself. So let's just get that out in the open, okay? Let's get that out there. Let's just put it out there, okay?
I'm done.
That's the first thing. But no,
Not no white
again,
man.
it's about, like we just talked about, the emotional shit.
Uh-huh.
Like, okay, this new guy, like, how do you know him? I'm gonna have my questions,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna have a problem with it because it's not until he crosses the line in my book, and I trust you enough to come to me if he ever does.
Mm-hmm.
Because then that's when the problem arises.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't at 40 go around wondering who's trying to talk to my wife. She's attractive.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, she can go to the fucking Publix and be like, I was in the grocery store, nigga tried to talk to me.
Yeah.
It happens.
It happens, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't worry myself like that. So if she get a new teacher at the school she works at next year, and he's next door to her class, and she has to, you know, kind of take her under the wing. Okay,
But
you know what lines not to cross.
What if he want to come to the content factory and hang out because
I give him a list of how much the shit costs to get his shit off the ground, cause I ain't finna not take no money out of my nigga's pocket. You know what I'm talking about?
wait, what if he just want to hang out? Are you gonna charge him an admission fee?
Well, no, he can come and see how it works.
Okay.
Now, if he come around like that, now at that point,
Yeah.
it has to get physical if he crosses that line.
Why?
Because first off, you're not finna come around and you're not finna play like your buddy and your friends.
with us all.
And that may be true, but in the back of your mind, if you're hitting on my wife, then
He might
does that not change it?
Nobody say hitting on your wife. He just
Right,
He's
right.
Just fine.
He's
He's
just
just an attractive.
well, see, I'm not the
man.
one to be like he's fine. I can't
Okay,
categorize him as
hold
fine.
on
I ain't gonna
now.
be like, oh, look at his shoulders. He fine. Like, I'm not gonna do that.
Not the shoulder.
look at his top two abs.
Right. I don't know what fine. I know I'm amazing. I know that much. I don't know.
That's all you know.
That's all I know,
all
and
you
all I
know.
care about. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
who you are, but at the same time, you can still recognize when a man is a good-looking man
Okay.
and he's appealing to other women,
Mhm.
and women are fawning over him.
Mhm.
So if you recognize that, and he's always around, but he's really good friends with your wife, and he's just like, oh no, I don't want to talk to no women. I'm here for my girl over here.
Mhm.
Are you gonna be like,
I don't have a problem with it. Again, if he
As long
comes
as he doesn't
around,
cross the line.
if he don't, when he crosses that, if and when he crosses that line, hands has to be
God.
I am a professional hand give outer.
Hand give out her.
Hand give outer. Okay. If that line is crossed, he
Give out the
has to.
hand.
We have to catch a fade at that point because you're around me. You're around my people.
Yeah.
So
You know what I'm
can I
saying?
do the same thing?
Well, she ain't gonna allow it. That's the first thing. You know.
Oh God.
That nigga, that crazy. For real, that nigga ain't. Like, I
Long
speak
as
to
you-
somebody
long
at the
as you
classic.
know.
How the fuck you know her?
How the fuck you know her?
Yeah,
See,
yes,
I
y'all
feel
different.
I feel like my husband would be very passive about the situation.
Yeah, because I be like, man,
I'm passive.
this lady here, I've been
am.
knowing
I'm
this lady for years. We ain't friends. She just saw me. She spoke. She saw me for the first time in months.
Where the fuck she come from?
Like, who is that bitch?
Who is that?
You know how y'all do. Like, y'all different. Y'all weird. Like,
I don't do that. I don't do that.
Right.
I'm a little passive
agree.
when it comes to stuff like that.
no, let it.
Mm-hmm.
Shine. Let us pitch too high.
Bitch,
Who the fuck is that, Sean?
I need to get like that, but I'm not like that.
what you want? What you want with us?
We all right.
With us, we okay.
We all right. You know how y'all do. Y'all that weird
yeah, I
shit.
need
You know
to
what I'm saying?
My husband knows I would unintentionally embarrass.
Not only who, we all know, Gray.
I'm weak.
We all know collectively. As a
Collectively.
unit. Yes. We all. You're talking about who?
gosh.
We don't want to bring that up. Okay,
Okay,
we just gonna leave that one under the.
I'll
You know
bring
what
it
I'm saying?
You want me to bring it up?
Please do.
Do you remember that day?
How can you forget it, Grace?
I mean, you busting the room. So all of y'all were in the room.
For those who don't
Everybody.
know,
Like
For those
it
who
ain't a
don't know.
train or nothing going on. Everybody is fully clothed.
I mean,
by the way.
but you can you see her side? There was one female in a
female.
room with
20 men.
20 men. You know how many
Maybe give or
sets
take,
of
give or
nuts
take.
and balls in there? like that's one woman.
He needs to get out of there. Like so if okay,
Okay,
wait,
so- no,
wait.
no.
So if something happens, right? If she goes screaming rape, nothing happened, right? But she goes screaming rape. Scoop was in the room.
I guess we
now
stupid.
Now he got to go. To
We
jail.
got to be stupid because
so-
I didn't. That shit never crossed our mind.
It may not, but we just got finished talking about
Okay, so
females
hold on,
that just
hold on.
want clout.
So I'm gonna give the people a little context. So when I initially moved to Birmingham, I was newly married. I've left my family. The only person that I have to hinge upon and to attach myself to is my husband. Mustaki was known for his single guy parties.
Fight parties. Let's
His
just put
fight
it out there.
parties
Fight
and
parties.
everything else. So
Fellowships. That's what.
Okay.
Fellowship.
Fellowship.
I remember
Bible study.
I remember Bible study. I remember
Amen.
vaguely, I was sitting at the bar. I honestly think I was talking to Trina for real.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this one young lady, beautiful young girl, and she talked when we were working together. She used to always speak to me. And she sat on the bed.
That was the first mistake, huh?
That was the first mistake. My husband in the room. I don't know nobody. So I don't know who was behind the door. Somebody closed the door and it closed ever so gently. And I just remember talking to somebody and said, "Oh, hold on one second." Boop! Knocked the door open. Not while my motherfucking husband in here. And, I embarrassed him a little bit.
Now, the most important part of that story, ladies and gentlemen, it was 36 dudes in that. So that's the part that was left out. So yeah,
I felt alone in that moment.
You needed your husband.
I
Period.
needed my husband.
That's it. That's
I
it.
needed some reassurance at that moment.
That's it.
she felt alone in that moment. God.
did.
So
And
yeah,
I think it got quiet for about 5 minutes.
yeah, it did. It was weird because we were thinking like, is it over? Should we leave? We don't want to, we don't want to rock the boat here.
And this was not even my house, y'all. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
we just didn't know what to do, what the next move should have been. So
So you
And I didn't.
you know how to.
said when he got home, he was like, go back to Macau. Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's exactly it.
That's it.
My
That's
mom was like, man, this
Okay,
nigga
so
crazy.
honestly, I didn't think I did anything wrong, but the next day he was like so quiet. And if for those who don't know, we had a long distance relationship, and then we finally got married, and we lived together. And when he gets quiet, that's when I know that something's wrong with him.
Yeah.
And he was so quiet the next day, and I was like, "What's wrong with you?" And he was like, He was like, man, you
Embarrassed
embarrassed
the shit
me.
out of me, bro. You embarrassed the shit out of me. Real talk.
I was like, really? I
Right.
I'm so weak. I thought that was normal.
Like just like you, like that shit didn't cross your mind. The mere fact of you could have said like we could have been raping that girl didn't cross ours. Like that man was high as fuck at you, and you had no earthly idea.
None.
That's men and women.
Hey, you live and you learn.
Right.
That is so funny. Y'all, these questions was everything. This
Right.
conversation was everything. We just appreciate you, Todd, for coming in,
Hey, man.
gracing
Yes.
us with your presence and your conversation on Two Dope Girls.
Man, listen.
One dummy, two dope girls.
Yes.
It was epic.
I liked it.
Yes.
I like it. That shit was
Yes.
dope.
It was. We just got one last part, really quick girlfriend talk. I think it was.
We'll include you.
Yeah, it was. Shit, what was
Season
it?
4, episode 5.
That's it. Season 4, episode 5. Joan is in a relationship with Ellis.
Have you watched Girlfriends?
I watched a couple episodes before I
Yeah,
called it.
Ellis was the actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a little lame guy.
This is the nephew son, man. That's him.
No. Ellis was the actor.
He was an actor. He was later on. She went through a lot of guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But oh wow,
Well,
John.
stunning fella then, huh? Stunning fella.
Oh gosh,
Quite a guy.
it's quite a guy. Quite a
guy.
catch. Okay, so she was dating
Around
Ellis,
with you.
and she cheated on Ellis with Brock. Brock was Ellis' agent.
Was it cheating yet?
Malik Yoba. I
they
remember
were
them two
together.
guys.
It was emotional.
What wasn't it?
It was emotional.
Dwayne Wayne and
Dwayne
Malik
Wayne.
Yoba.
She was in love with
Brock.
Malik Yoga.
Yeah, Malik Yoba.
Yeah,
Yogi.
Malik Yoga.
Yoba. Yeah. Yoba. Yoba.
Yes, Brock. He was Brock on Girlfriends, right?
Right.
Not only did she, fall in love with him, she got to the point where Ellis could not touch her anymore.
They
She
weren't
would
having
make
sex.
excuses when it came down to having sex with him because
My period on.
she really only wanted Brock that way.
Mhm.
She didn't want Ellis.
Didn't she say she had a yeast infection?
She had her period first, and then the second time she had a yeast infection.
Mm.
So of course we know John put herself in situations, and she do not tell the truth at the beginning, but at the end she chooses that it's best to tell the truth, which I don't understand. If you don't tell the truth in the beginning,
Right.
like just keep the fucking lie going. But but she chose at the end to tell the truth to Ellis and let him know that she was in love with Brock.
Yeah.
How do you feel? How do you think you would have?
That ties into
take
that emotional connection.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But we just got finished
Right.
talking. How do you think you would have taken that situation? You with the young lady, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's say
You-
you're single.
Yeah, well, I mean, not single. You with the young lady, your girlfriend. And,
We dating.
Yeah, we're
Well,
dating.
yeah.
there
That's
you
what
go.
I mean by single, not married.
Right.
So, she has this emotional connection with another guy, falls in love with him.
Mhm.
She comes and tell you,
Mhm.
"Hey, man, I don't really like you like I thought I did. I'm in love with this guy.
Mhm.
How do you treat that? You let her go, or do you fight?"
Shit. First, I would be
Shit,
like,
bitch.
well, what's her name? Because motherfucker don't like me, got to be gay. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
No, but seriously though, I'm just joking, man. When I say that shit, I really be just playing and shit just to lighten the mood. But
Yeah.
if that happens to me, shit, I'm single. The
You wouldn't
world
be
is.
hurt?
I mean, it just depends on the amount of time in which I've invested in that relationship. You know what I'm saying? If it's a
Ellis invested a lot.
a lot
in
of
that-
time. Yeah. It was
in
a lot
that
of history.
relationship.
well, see, that's
Well, not a lot of history, but it was time.
but that's the thing with dating and falling in love with somebody. It's the risk you take.
That's the,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? High risk, high reward. I mean, fucked up reward sometimes.
Maybe
You know what I'm
high
saying?
reward, maybe not. Yeah,
Said,
yeah.
"Fucked up reward
Well, yeah,
sometimes."
the reward could be she leave for Ellis. You know what I'm saying?
This
So-
goes into what we talked about last week about being able to come to your partner and tell them things that may not be so
Which is hard.
Yeah.
That's hard.
like is it okay for her? I think it's respectable for her to say, hey, I'm really not into you. I'm into this person
Absolutely,
more.
because that's her truth.
That's her truth.
Right.
but people don't want to hurt other people's feelings.
Right.
Like that's
Do you think it will hurt any less if you lied and strung me along?
That's-
It's gonna
that's
hurt far
definitely
worse.
true.
It
No,
depends
that's
on how
true.
the
That's
person
true.
takes it too, because I mean, we're all married.
Right.
So if I came to my husband and said, "Hey, you're not giving me the attention that I need," and he says, "Okay, I'm going to give you the attention that you need," but he doesn't, and then I later on come to him and say, "Hey, this guy is giving me attention, and I'm liking the attention that he's giving me because you're not giving it." He's not going to be receptive to that, but it's something that I want to tell him because this is what I'm feeling. Like, is it okay for your partner to come to you and tell you how they feel, even if it's unfavorable to how you feel?
I think it's always okay. Like it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's the other person will have to take it how
They
it
gotta
is. Take it
understand,
as
right.
you
Yeah,
know
but
face
I don't-
value.
I don't wanna come
But what
to-
I'm saying is some people, some partners will not take it well.
Right. I don't want to come to you as my husband and be like, "Hey, I don't like the way you do this, or you're not giving me this, but somebody else is giving me the attention." I don't want you to be like, "Well, fuck you, and you better not talk to this nigga no
And the
more."
horse you rode on.
Yeah. But I would rather him say, "Okay, well, tell me what I need to do." But
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of men are receptive to saying or to receiving what they need to do and telling us what they're.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I have to. I'm gonna have to push back on you on that one because
Why?
there are men that do. Because
Would
I
you
would,
be that man?
I would definitely want to know what you like. I don't want to. I hate to be in the dark with certain shit. Don't
Yeah.
surprise me with anything. I'm a creature of habit. Like I wake up every morning. I probably eat the same shit every morning. I drink the same kind of coffee every morning. Like even when it comes down to making fucking coffee, I make my shit the same way.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't like surprises. And if it is a surprise, I don't do well with changes. So if you come to me and you tell me, "Hey, this man is doing this for me," before you even come to me and give me the opportunity to, then there's a huge ass problem with that.
But she comes to you.
If she comes to me with that, and she comes to me with it, and I don't fix it right away.
Right.
One or two things have happened. He did it right away, or she's been talking to him about it, so he can easily tap into it, just like I told you a woman would do a guy. Or he hasn't been applying himself to, potentially cater to what she's asking him for.
Right.
That's just like if I come to you, my wife, and I say, "Hey, we're not having enough sex," and she says, "Hey, I it's been a month," and she still hadn't, got with it.
If you got it from somewhere else, is that excusable?
Fuck no, it ain't.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, I want you to tell me. Don't surprise me with nothing. Like, this man here been doing this for me. I slap shit out you. Don't play with me. Fuck wrong with you.
Hold up.
I ain't quite know.
We just talked about
I
this.
ain't
Don't play with me.
You can't do that.
Don't tell me what a nigga doing for
Right.
you. Like,
Look, Dad's put up there. Communication is everything to me, and I've always said communication is everything. Like, even if he doesn't want to hear something, I'm gonna tell it.
right.
I'm horrible at
and that's the thing.
communication.
Allow me to tell me the truth.
Yeah.
Don't take away my voice, or don't take away my option to deal with what you're saying,
Right.
or not.
But if
Allow
you-
me to hear what your truth is,
But if you don't
and allow me to
do
try
it-
to fix it.
But if you don't fix it,
Okay, so
what?
is there a time limit on it? Because people if I've been doing shit for 35
There's a
years
time
a certain way, it's a time limit.
it is a time limit.
Okay, well that's something.
I'm not giving you like a week or two, but
Okay.
at the same time, I'm gonna allow you the time to fix it. If I see you fixing it, then I can give you the
And I
grace.
think that's a huge ass disconnect with men and women, bro. Like,
yeah.
don't give me a timetable, and don't tell me that if I'm trying and it's not enough for you.
Okay, well,
Yep, that's
no,
it.
no, no,
That's
no,
what I'm
no, no,
saying.
But
I like that,
I don't
though.
want to
That's-
be in a situation or a relationship with you, and I'm telling you I need something from you, and you're putting a time limit on me. You want to take your time, but I want you to fix it right
But that's
away.
the thing. It's not a time. I'm not putting a time limit on you. all I'm doing is like if you come to me saying that you're unhappy with X, Y, and Z, if I'm trying to do X, Y, and Z, but I'm not used to doing X, Y, and Z, if I haven't been doing X, Y, and Z for 30 plus years, and we've been dating for 10 years, how you expect me to change X, Y, and Z
Are you consistent?
tomorrow?
Are you consistent? Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I want you to start tomorrow.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If I started and say, oh, let's just put it in context of a simple compliment, right?
Okay.
Guys are not wordy like that. You know what I'm saying? Like most guys aren't. I say most guys aren't. I'm not much of a talker either in my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if words mean a lot to you, compliments and all that kind of stuff means a lot to you. If I'm
that's me.
If I'm attracted to you, but I'm saying like this is no way saying you have to accept what I give.
Right.
If I compliment you Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but Saturday, I don't say anything. Don't come to me Monday saying you're not applying yourself and you're not trying because I gave you a compliment Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Is that like, I'm not saying you have to accept it though. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's not accepting.
But that's subjective because if you give me a compliment on the 1st of January and then it's not until like the 2nd of April that you give me another compliment, then that's not consistent.
I would not push back on that and say that's not true.
In our mind, we feel like, I guess being around other men, we feel like when y'all see women, just random women, y'all are giving out compliments. Even if it's in your mind, even if it's to your friend or to that other woman, it's an easy compliment, right? Well, so why is it so difficult for the woman that you laying up with to compliment her? I think that's what you
I know, and I get that. I get that. I don't approach women. That's never
been your thing.
That's never been my thing. I never approach women. I'm afraid of rejection.
Yeah.
So I never done it. Like ever. Like my wife showed me signs that she liked me, so therefore I then applied the Mobile Special.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
What's that Mobile?
If I tell you, I gotta kill you.
Okay.
So
come on, Mobile Special.
I have to. But I tell you, I have to kill you.
Okay, so what does it say? Why don't y'all acknowledge all the babies? So you, okay, so look, I give my husband compliments all the time. I tell him all the time he looks yummy.
Stop.
I grabbed him.
Stop. Stop right there. You do that. You do that. Now, Hootie don't give a fuck about that. Hootie his thing probably be physical touch, gifts, or whatever.
Nope. Because I've heard on y'all podcast that he said, "Oh yeah, I like compliments sometimes. I always
Is it acts of service or compliments?
No.
Because if you do something for him and he say,
I do all the love languages for my husband: gifts, acts of service, physical touch. Compliments.
So you leave no room for these chicks.
I leave no room.
I hear you, my nigga. I hear you.
There was one thing I've ever told myself as a wife. I wanted to be everything that my husband needed and wanted from me. But at the same time, when I ask of something from him, if he doesn't know how to give it, I give him a little grace, but then it's like, bruh, like you can't go months on end without complimenting me. I know I'm
not giving him an out at all.
No.
I don't want you to feel like I'm giving Hootie an out. No. I'm not, because like it
but
just really doesn't.
If I tell him another man gave me a compliment,
he's pissed.
He's not gonna want to hear that shit.
He don't want to hear
that
shit.
I tell him that because sometimes I'm like, that's your motivation, nigga.
Right.
Stupid nigga.
But listen, Grace, I promise you.
I love you.
My boy don't be thinking about that shit.
He doesn't.
Because he's attracted to you.
He is.
He just doesn't think to say it.
He doesn't.
And he's not a words guy.
He
gonna ask 15,000 questions on the podcast.
Yes. Let me ask you a question.
But when it comes to just coming out and just saying like I promise you.
But I can't normalize him. That being normal for him. No,
that's why I say
you need to get out of that.
And did you hear me say anything otherwise? No. I'm not saying that it's not right.
I'm just making it clear because he over here.
And that's my dog, and I'm saying it to you and him right here in his face, like because I struggle with the same thing.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? So, like, I've had the conversation about compliments and all that kind of stuff and lack thereof.
Yeah,
it's when it becomes not enough, then everything that you're asking for gets lost in translation because it's like, fuck, I can't ever please your motherfucker. You know what I'm
Y'all
saying?
think y'all can't ever please because
What we're doing is not enough.
Right.
And again, that may be some internal shit that me and Hootie collectively have to work
y'all
on.
need to go to
So-
counseling together. Shit.
But I swear we are. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to do this life
But
with
that's
nobody
not,
else.
That's not to take away from him or you, because I know how much you love your wife.
Mhm.
I know how much he loves me,
Right.
and he takes care of me.
Right.
But there are some things that we need innately as women, because you're not women.
Right.
So for me as a woman, for me to understand and know that my husband is still attracted to me, because his thing is, I'm with you. So
I'm
I
here
love
every night.
you.
I come home,
Yeah.
all that kind of shit. I get you. I get
okay,
you.
so all the men in here are amen.
We
to
on
y'all,
the
so
same
y'all-
fucking page. I swear, Grace, we are.
We speak different
We
languages.
come home every night, goddamn.
Y'all come home every night. Y'all speak different languages, and I've learned to notice that and not be so hard on him about that, because, and this is not to even go into like past relationships, but even like my relationships, my son, my brothers, my mother, my family members, everybody gives me that reassurance
Right.
in any certain kind of way.
Right.
But if I don't get it from my husband, who I spend the majority of my time with now for the last 13 years of my life,
Right.
I don't want to go another 13, 20, 25, 50 plus years and not get that reassurance, because he is the person that I am with
Right.
all the time. I don't have a relationship like that with my son. I don't have a relationship like that with my mom, my brothers, my other family members.
Right.
But when it comes to him, when I'm laying next to him, I want to know that, yes, I still adore you. I don't care if you look like shit and you're throwing up on a toilet and your hair look fucked up or
I'm gonna
whatever.
hold your head when you throw it out. I got you.
Because if I have on, he will say sweet things, and he doesn't even know he might say sweet
Right.
things. But it's just that we as women need a different level of,
Right.
I guess, efficacy from you guys
Mhm.
that you don't understand that you can give to us.
But I'll put it in this context. Most men will love their spouses or their significant others the way that they know how to show love, or the way that they
Absolutely.
want to be loved. So if that
Agree.
means I'll do whatever it is around the house for you to
Mhm.
make sure you're good, I'll give you whatever. If that's the way that they want to be loved, then they'll do that for you easily.
Okay.
So it's not even about the compliment. It's like, shit, this is how I want to
I
be loved, so
know.
I'm going to push that on you. You know what I'm saying? And I get it.
I've
But
gotten that.
so, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing with guys. But again, I just don't want it to be a time limit on the compliments or the changing, because I'm telling you, man, like, change does not come overnight,
You're right.
and it's not easy for guys, especially when it's like using words.
When you grow up
Guys
in a
are
different
more
atmosphere.
about showing love or the act of love than it is the
Saying,
talking about
yeah.
the love part. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
So by no means am I gonna sit here and say Huda should tell you pretty every 6 months and that's okay. Like, I'm not gonna say that. Huda, I struggle with that too. You my dog, I can sit here and tell you I struggle with that shit myself.
No. Because cheaters come home too.
This is very true.
So no,
Right.
I don't want to hear that.
Cheating women come home
And
too
look,
now.
Yeah, that's true too.
It's
Look,
true,
we're
right?
gonna leave it
Cheating
at
women.
that, and we're gonna table it. We're gonna table it.
Yes.
This gonna be a discussion for another time.
Right.
All
Well,
right, Todd. So tell them where they can find you.
man, you can find me Instagram, Mr. Todd 1981, Facebook, Jeremiah Todd, fucking The Dumbest Podcast, at The Dumbest Podcast on Instagram. We everywhere. iHeart, SoundCloud, iTunes, or whatever you want to
YouTube.
call it. YouTube. Yeah, on that shit right there, you get to see me. And that is a sight.
Because he
That
called
is a
himself
sight.
Mr.
That was like-
Handsome.
That is a
Okay.
sight.
That is
You know
a
what I'm saying? And not only me, man. Y'all got my dogs. Who Stock Joe, man. We've been at it 125 in now, man.
Yes.
It's been
Wow.
a pleasure being
We
here
trying
on
to
the
get there,
Two
y'all.
Dope
We
Girls
pray.
podcast. We are live. This is the very first fucking episode in the factory, baby.
Yes.
Y'all broke the factory's virginity. It ain't even the dumbest episode. So that's crazy.
Hey, what did that?
We'll premiere before them. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my dogs, man. Everything it looked good in here, man.
Oh, yeah.
The vibe is on another
It's
level.
unmatched. Yeah,
It's
yeah. I was
real.
just about to say, if you guys have a podcast, you need to do any type of recording, any type of photography.
Yes. Hit up the
Please,
Content Factory.
please go to IG, the Content Factory. Is it
Beham. Content Factory.
B-ham.
Content Factory Beham?
Mhm.
Y'all, it's so nice in here.
Right.
And you can hit us up at ask2dopegirls@gmail.com if you have any business inquiries. If you want to ask us anything, you can hit us up on IG, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube at Two Dope Girls Podcast. And you can hit me up at Graceface with 2 underscores on IG.
Yep, and you can hit me up at Naturally Pretty on IG.
And we are done, you guys.
Yep, and
You
Two Dope
beat you.
Girls.
I had to get into the dope. Go. You beat you.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Dope girl, dope the dope girls. Dope girls, dope the dope girls. Dope the dope